Ranking Star Wars characters as roommates. Yes, you heard me right. Which of these 28 fellas is the most fun as a roommate? Go check the characters in the tiers, we're just gonna start.
There's always a bigger fish.
Qui-Gon Jinn, enjoyable roommate. He's a really chill guy overall, and someone that gets along easily with people. The guy would also be amazing for side quests. I mean literally, episode 1 is about a kid getting adopted by some spiritual lightsaber gang. All thanks to this guy. We also know from the Clone Wars and the Phantom Menace that he went to a lot of interesting missions together with Obi-Wan. He would be a fun guy to have as a roommate. Oh, but don't let him alone into the kitchen. Yep, easy one, enjoyable roommate. She chilled a lot with Anakin during the Clone Wars. We all know what this makes her, a fun expert. Also, she's one of the most friendly characters on the list, making it super easy to have a good time with her. Not quite the top though, because she is too serious at times. For which I do not blame her. I think he's just a solid roommate. Okay, I might bump him up later to enjoyable roommate, but yeah, he's a solid roommate in my opinion. Like, he's chill, he's relaxed, and I still remember the one time where he covered for Anakin when Obi-Wan was trying to talk to Anakin, and yeah, that's a nice thing.
Got him!
The Chosen One himself lands at the top. Anakin proved in the Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith how much fun he can be around. Now, if you have children, you might want to hide them from him, but apart from that, I think living with Anakin would be amazing. Just think of anything as a plan and Anakin would say yes.
I thought my orders were clear, Master Jedi.
Depending on what intentions you have with Padme, she either lands in solid roommate or at the top. I place her in an enjoyable roommate to even out the opinions. For a politician, she's definitely not boring, so yeah, works.
Hello there.
Obi-Wan rightfully belongs next to his apprentice in the This Is Where the Fun Begins tier. The guy likes to drink, is a good choice for a night out with the boys, and his humor and sassy attitude make him a great pick for a roommate. Furthermore, he would give you space when needed or just be a great listener. Also, he's not annoying like the next entry. I have a strong belief that Yoda would be annoying as hell to have as a roommate. To begin, the guy's so small you probably would have to share a bed with him, and he speaks in mysteries. Now if that's what you're into, maybe. But most people, me included, no thanks.
I've been looking forward to this.
Mace Windu is probably best kept at solid roommate. He's so serious at times that it is hard to think of a fun time, but he wouldn't be a bad roommate either, which means he gets placed in the middle. Although he is a certified party crasher, I don't think living with Windu would result in any negative experiences. It's just, you're not gonna make a lot of good ones as well.
Kenobi.
If this is episode 1 Maul we're talking about, yeah, you definitely would be cooked. But he got character development through the Clone Wars, hence why he's an annoying tier. A guy driven by hatred and anger would definitely be an annoying roommate to have. Most of his actions are caused by revenge, so if you don't get into his way, there's a good chance he leaves you alone. He's not annoying, he's noisy, that's a difference. Grievous just has a coughing problem, and I wouldn't want to spend a single night in the same building as him. Needless to say, there's a chance he might kill you, so yeah, definitely not a good roommate.
I'm afraid you'll have to do better than that.
For such a misunderstood and elegant bad guy, he doesn't seem to be that horrible of a choice. If you can meet his expectations or simply impress him, there's a good chance living with him would actually be nice. Interesting for sure. From the bad guys, he's definitely the best choice you can make. The Count, I'm not sure where to put him. I might change the placing later, but for now he lands in enjoyable.
Yeah, boy.
There is absolutely no way you stay alive longer than a day. Compared to anyone else except Darth Vader, he's by far the worst option you could have as a roommate. Heck, the guy betrayed almost everyone he was allied with, so you don't even have the security of being safe from him whatsoever. Even if we exclude this, he would suck as a roommate. The guy would be too busy on planning how to take over the Senate, so yeah, deserved an easy GG you're cooked here. You better get ready for some Order 66 stuff, because there's no way he's gonna have mercy with you.
Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, join it or something.
No thanks, I pass on this one as well. Darth Vader is known for choking people, and I'm not part of his family, so I'm definitely not safe from his evil manners, that is. I think the guy would even be satisfied doing it. I know he's broken kinda, but yeah, no way he's gonna leave me. GG, you're cooked. Luke Skywalker lands in solid roommate. In episode 4, he's an annoying farm boy, but luckily this is not the only time we see Luke. It's rather astonishing to see how much he grows from a naive and idealistic young man to a mature and wise Jedi Knight. Yeah, there isn't much negative stuff to say about Luke, although I'm not gonna count in his appearance in the sequels because that's an entire different story. Overall, solid roommate, but compared to his friends, he falls a bit low on the list. But it's fine, I guess. Half of the video is done. Thank you so much for watching this so far. If you like this video, you can obviously subscribe. Apart from that, next one is Leia. Yeah, the princess lands in solid roommate. There isn't much more to say, honestly. She's alright.
I do believe they think I am some sort of god.
If you disagree on this one, please comment. I'd like to know why. My boy R2-D2 makes it to enjoyable roommate. Unlike his friend C-3PO, R2 is not annoying and rather a fun company to have. So yeah, that's a fair place for him.
Great kid! Don't get cocky!
Han Solo goes straight to the top. I can pretty much guarantee that Han as a roommate would be incredibly fun. Him and Chewbacca spent years going on exciting missions, and don't forget that Han has a quick-witted attitude, which is comparable to Obi-Wan's sassiness. Goated roommate, I'm very sure about that. And of course, Chewbacca lands next to Han Solo on the list. The only reason why he ranks lower than him is that you would have trouble understanding Chewie at first, while this doesn't apply for the human characters. Lando Calrissian, enjoyable roommate. Out of the 3 smugglers I ranked, he's by far the weakest one as a roommate. Definitely still fun to be around, but he cannot compete with the other 2. If we just got to see more of him, maybe then. Jabba. Let me just add a tier for him. Yeah, you can't convince me that that is not gonna happen. Solid roommate. Boba Fett is like the quiet kid in space, but less emo and more about bounty hunting. Just stay out of his business and you're good to go. I don't really see an argument how he is an enjoyable roommate though.
I like those odds. I gotta get one of those.
The Mandalorian is also a solid roommate. He is very similar to Boba Fett, except for the fact he has someone to care about, and that's Grogu. Indirectly, this makes him more open towards others and thereby a better choice than Boba Fett. Oh boy. Now the last 5, the sequel characters.
Thank you, man, but a friend of mine was taken prisoner.
Yeah, this guy is annoying. I don't think many people would disagree, and that applies to most of the sequel characters as well. So yeah.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Out of all the sequel characters, Poe is probably the only one that is a solid roommate. He's the only one who is not annoying and doesn't scream all the time.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
This kid with anger issues only screams and destroys. If that's your roommate, you're cooked. Looks like Finn's got a friend. Why do they scream so much? Obviously, annoying roommate. He's a slightly more mature version of Kylo Ren, just without the physical anger issues. Yeah, that's your sequel characters. Okay, so most notably I changed Count Dooku's and Captain Rex's placement, and the closer the character is to the color, the more I think they represent the tier respectively, which means Anakin's the best and Palpatine's the worst.